Eocene below, a journey into the unknown. Imagine a place where sunlight never reaches, a place where the pressure is so powerful that the human body could be crushed within seconds, where the temperature is close to freezing, and where darkness surrounds you in every direction. But deep beneath the ocean lies a hidden world, a world we have barely begun to explore. This is the story of a deep-sea expedition, an expedition that began as a simple mission to explore an unexplored trench. But as the team descended deeper and deeper, they discovered something they could never explain. Chapter 1: The Descent. Early in the morning, a research vessel floated silently in the middle of the ocean. Everything looked normal on the surface: gentle waves, cold wind, clouds covering the sky. But beneath the vessel, thousands of meters of water waited below. The mission was called Project Abyss. The team's goal was to study an unexplored ocean trench. They had a highly advanced submersible, a reinforced titanium hull, high-pressure windows, powerful lights, and dozens of sensors. Mission leader Dr. Elias Carter completed the final checks. Ready? Pilot Maya looked at the instruments. Ready. The submersible slowly entered the water. At first, sunlight was still visible. Then the blue water became darker. 100 meters, 300 meters, 500 meters. The sounds of the surface slowly disappeared, and then the sunlight was gone. Chapter 2: The Dark Zone. At 1,000 meters, the world had completely changed. Outside the submersible's lights was nothing but darkness. Occasionally, strange creatures appeared in the beam of light: a transparent body, two glowing eyes, or creatures whose shapes looked nothing like anything found near the surface. Maya said, "Imagine entering a world where evolution followed completely different rules." Carter remained silent. His eyes were fixed on the screen. The pressure continued to rise. 2,000 meters, 3,000 meters, 4,000 meters. The pressure outside the submersible was now hundreds of times greater than at the surface. One small structural failure, and the mission would be over. But the team knew the most dangerous part was still ahead. Chapter 3: The First Sign. Suddenly, one of the sensors beeped. Maya looked at the screen. "Wait," Carter asked. "What is it?" "Movement." Everyone became silent. According to the sensor, something was moving beneath them, very slowly, extremely slowly. Maya turned the submersible's lights downward. Nothing appeared. Then the sensor activated again. This time, the movement was much closer. Maya stopped the submersible. "There's something here." Carter zoomed in with the camera. The screen showed nothing but darkness. Then a tiny glowing object appeared. It was moving, but it didn't look like a fish. Carter said, "Record everything." The object suddenly disappeared, and then a massive shadow passed behind the submersible. Nobody said a word. Chapter 4: The Creature. Maya turned the submersible around. The light scanned the darkness. For several seconds, nothing appeared. Then, a giant eye suddenly appeared in front of the lights. The entire team froze. The creature was several meters away. Most of its body was hidden in the darkness. Only one enormous eye was visible, then another. Maya switched off the lights. The creature stopped moving. A few seconds later, it disappeared. The scientists were both excited and nervous because the creature they had just seen didn't match any known species, but the mission had to continue. Chapter 5: The Trench. Finally, the submersible reached the edge of the trench. Below them was an enormous crack in the ocean floor. It was so deep that their lights couldn't reach the bottom. Carter checked the map. "According to our satellite data, this area should be empty." Maya replied, "It's not empty." Their sensors were detecting hundreds of strange signals, and then one signal suddenly disappeared. Another appeared, then a third. It was as if dozens of creatures were moving through the darkness. The team made a decision. They were going deeper. Chapter 6: Below the Trench. The submersible descended into the trench. Pressure alarms began activating. Maya said, pressure is getting dangerous." Carter asked, "How much?" "Another 1,000 meters and we'll be outside our safe operating range." But then, something unusual appeared on the camera. There were marks on the rock wall, straight lines, almost like scratches. Carter zoomed in. The marks didn't look natural, they looked deliberate. Then they noticed something else, a dark opening inside the rock, a cave. Carter said, "Take us inside." Maya hesitated. "Are you sure?" "That's why we're here." The submersible entered the cave. Chapter 7. The Cave. Inside the cave, the darkness was even deeper. The lights illuminated only a few meters ahead.